Hello, today we'll be looking at chapter 13 and 14. And as you can see in front of you, chapter 13 is empty. That's because chapter 13 is about cataloging book. And as you recall, in previous chapters, cataloging book is where you have a pocket, like I mentioned, a pocket with a note on it at the back, on the skin of the book. So you put this, and it's a brown envelope with a piece of paper in it. We would record on the paper when we borrow books out to students or teachers alike. So obviously I can't show you right now because I don't have the brown envelope, but you will learn this when you are doing practices in the library. And cataloging book is also part of the practical exams that you will have to do when you are doing exams in the library. So there's not really much about this I can say, except that you just have to pay attention and learn carefully as you are being taught. Moving on to chapter 14, finally we get to know what APD room is. So in the first few chapters you learned that APD room is part of the PSS, which is our school's library, and our school's library is made of two sections. First is the main library, and then the second is the APD room, which its full name is Alat Pandang dan Dengar. So what is an APD room? This room is technically a class that we have electronic medias that teachers use to teach. And these electronic devices that the teachers use to teach students include a radio, a television, a computer, and so on. So you're probably familiar and you may be wondering how does some of this work. So obviously TV will be showing education programs, computer will be used for like presentations, same with the projector and so on. Radio will be used to play listening exams and so on. So APD room is really just a classroom but with electronic devices to help students to learn new things. And as you look at C, APD is also known as Teknologi Pendidikan, where we use technology in our education to teach students. So that's pretty much all the basics that you have to know about APD room. You can visit this classroom. You can ask your teacher to bring your whole class to this room to learn, but that's not really much about it since we don't really use any of these things anymore. And the other thing is that the overhead projector, this is very outdated. We don't use an overhead projector anymore. There used to be a chapter about overhead projector, but not anymore because this device, this electronic, is outdated. So that's it. I will see you in the next chapter.